How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Mentor Monday. Mentor Monday is your weekly microdose of encouragement, inspiration, and miracle grow on your potential as a coach. I was looking into the camera. I can see myself in the monitor. And I tell you, this high energy fluorescent green, lime green. I'm a child of the 80s. Yes, I was born in the 70s, but I feel like I'm a child of the 80s. And all these colors need to come back. So not really in prep for spring. This is actually my one of my favorite colors to wear, even though my kids give me crap about it. But I'm wearing it tonight because we're talking about spring. I might as well have a great excuse for wearing it. It gives me an excuse for wearing it tonight. Though I'm sure I've worn it on a Mentor Monday before. If you would, do me a huge favor. Let us know that you're here. Jump inside of the chat and tell us where you're joining us from and what you're excited about, what you feel life and momentum on. And I'm going to say hello to a few people who are saying hello to me. Joan, who's joining, Americo, who's joining us from Richmond, Virginia. Gilbert is joining us from San Antonio, Texas. Joan is joining us from Bakersfield. Donna is joining us from Alberta, Canada. Awesome. Oh, Americo likes the lime green. Give me a thumbs up if you like the lime green. Do me an even better favor. Like this post if you like the lime green. Um, give it a heart if you're like, I feel bad for Paul. Um, for the entire video. That's how we'll play along with it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a heart if you're like, you'll do better next time, Paul. And do me a huge favor as well when you like this post or you share it or you comment, all of those things tell Facebook and YouTube that we're doing a good job. And it's always important for us to do a really good job. What we always try to do is to help you grow as a coach on the skill side and also to grow a thriving coaching practice. And we've been in this series talking about how you grow your coaching practice year round. That's what we're doing today. And let me say hello to Jesus Coffee and Coaching in Bakersfield. Okay, that's cool. Deanna is giving us a thumbs up. Yeah, just do it on, not in the chat, but actually just like do it in the actual video itself. And that will alert. Jones, give me a thumbs up. That will alert that Facebook and YouTube. That way they'll count it. They won't count it if it's just simply in the comments, as far as that's concerned. But anyway, yeah, just keep those comments coming in and saying hello. And we might as well not waste any time. Let's jump into what we're talking about today. Now, over the last few weeks, this is actually week 5. We've been in this series called Grow Your Coaching Practice Year Round. And what we've been doing is that we've been taking it a couple of months at a time. Some of you didn't realize, some of you haven't even gotten your certification out of the way. You need to do that. That's your first step. Get your certification out of the way. But September is actually the best coaching business month out of the entire year. And we are in September. How far are we? We're 9 days into September. Best month of the entire year. October is September, October are amazing. Actually, we're on a 6-month straight like that, like rocket booster on your coaching business during these months. And we've been talking about all these months: September, October, November, December, January, and February. We've gone through all of those. I'm not going to recap all of those because all of them are recorded and they're on replay inside of YouTube, but they're also posted on our website as well. So you can go back in time and you can pick up on all of those things because there's no reason why your coaching practice can't be growing throughout the year. But most coaches fail. If you ask most coaches, they might say that January should be a good month, but they don't really have a clue and they don't have a plan. And what I've been trying to do is to help you actually have a plan. That's why we're talking about springtime, and I'm wearing the green today because we need to talk about springtime now. Why not talk about it later, Paul? Because I need you to start thinking ahead in your business. You got to be a business person now. You can't think like an employee anymore. You can't be a thermometer anymore. Like we were saying a few weeks ago, you got to become a thermostat, which it means that you've got to be thinking about what your next offer is going to be at least 3 months ahead of time. So if you can think about it now, you can start thinking about these themes, the mindsets that are going to be coming up, and how you can constantly be bringing new coaching clients into your business, because they may not come in September and October. But if you are radio silent for November and December, you might have had them during that time. And you know what most coaches do? They start eating a bunch of turkey and going to sleep early and thinking that no one's interested in coaching. Meanwhile, these are prime months to be getting clients. So in any month, knowing the prevailing mindset and learning to be a thermostat and catching them when you should be is really, really important. So I want you to have a plan. This is what um, this whole particular series is about. Let me say hello to a couple more people who are in here. Could someone post the link to the past sessions? Well, it's really easy. Just go on our YouTube, if you're on our YouTube, or on our Facebook, either one, and you'll find all the replays there. But you could go to ilifecoachtraining.com and you can go to all of our articles that's over there. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a link to all of our, we call them articles, but all of our latest videos on this topic. So if you go there, see that link right there? That'll take you there. And you can search for anything because we've literally got hundreds of videos and everything else. Miles in San Diego. How's it going, Miles? All right, let's jump in then. So I do need to recap this very first part so that we're all on the same page if this is your first week. First off, seasons impact mindsets. What do I mean by the fact that seasons impact mindsets? Here's what I mean by that. If you were to learn and pay attention to what retail stores do, they are always ahead of the game. They're always talking about the next season long before people are even beginning to think about it. So you can't really wait until people are thinking about it. What does a retail store do? Well, we came out of summer, but long ago in summer, they were posting stuff and sharing stuff and putting things on the aisle that had to do with back to school. You're like, can't we just enjoy summer? You're already talking about back to school. No, because you're not thinking about it. They need to start planting seeds and getting you ready. What do they do when school year has people are barely back in? It's barely August. What do they start putting out? Tons of candy aisles, Halloween stuff, costumes. You notice in town when your Spirit Halloween store, whatever that Halloween store that you have in your area that takes up an empty retail space, and then they start moving in. When they move in like August, and all their stock is in there because they're preparing ahead of time. If you wait till late, too late, that the items that you want are not going to be there. If you wait too long on Amazon, you know that the items are not going to be there. So they're talking about it ahead of time, planting seeds and starting to make you think about it. It's also why when you go into retail stores or you go on their websites, that they're using all kinds of tools that touch the emotions. They use language, they use countdowns, they use music, they use visual. So you come at Christmas time, you start seeing Christmas trees and families who are all dressed in the same ridiculous pajamas that are opening up stuff and everything else. They got all of this stuff about deals, all of that stuff ahead of time to get you what? And thinking about it and in the mood to buy. So what that means is that when you understand what retailers are doing, you have to understand that in any season of the year, in any month of the year, there is a mindset, a prevailing mindset of people that's happening during that time of the year. So all we need to know to have effective marketing and to market what we're doing in coaching is just to start dialing into what people are already thinking about. See, some of you as coaches, all you talk about are goals, goals, goals. Well, people may not be thinking about goals in July. People may not be thinking about goals in October. They may be. People may not be thinking about goals at certain times of the year. So if that's the only trick that you've got in your marketing, you're not going to get people. So here's what I always say. Don't try to sell something that people aren't already thinking about. If you can talk about the problem they're already thinking about, if you can dial into whatever that is, then now you've got their attention because they're already thinking about that. And so we just meet them with what they're already thinking about, what problem they're already wanting to solve. And now we have their attention. So having said all of that, here's 5 mindsets that we want to grab a hold of that turn heads. First of all, again, we're talking about February, we're talking about March and April. We're coming into the springtime. So, this thought of, I need to recalibrate. What do you mean by that? Because we're going to set a mindset that actually begins to turn people's heads. Because by March, people often realize that their New Year's resolutions have either completely fallen apart or they haven't gone as planned. And by the time March rolls around, people are starting to feel off course and they're ready for a reboot. So all we need to do as coaches is begin to market coaching as a perfect opportunity to help them recalibrate and get back on track. And showing them that, yeah, you might have fallen off course, but it's not too late to make meaningful progress because the year's not over. We're just a few months into the year. Yes, by the time March, April, that's literally a quarter of the year is gone. But it's not too late to get back on track, and we can begin to talk about these things. But I got better ones than this one, so let's go on. Another big one that I think all of you should really strongly consider is this feeling by the time that March rolls around, it's hitting big time February, and it really hits around March where people are kind of like, I need to get motivated again. What's happening during this time? Well, especially if you are living in states, and I'll say this, in terms of local people, in terms of where I live geographically, we don't really have snow here. We have a little bit of rain, but where I'm at, pretty much year round, people can get out and they can go for a hike. They can do a lot of other kinds of things. That's not the case for most people during the winter months. What's happening during the winter months? During the winter months, people are locked in. They're shut in for months on end. And so what happens is that it takes a toll on people mentally and emotionally. By the time winter is just going on, and how many years has it been? For as long as you can remember, the people are like, this is like the longest winter of all time. And they know they need something. They're feeling something. They're exhausted. What's also happening is that people aren't out in the sun. So that means that they got lower vitamin D going on and some other kinds of things and different things that start taking place. And here's the deal is that people need help. Doesn't mean that they've got clinical depression, but it might mean that they've got the blues because of the weather, or it might be that they're a bit in the rut and they're kind of off track. So, since people feel stuck, people feel unmotivated, they feel often by the time March, April rolls around that they've really disconnected from their goals. So, we want to position our coaching as revitalizing. What are we trying to do? We're trying to give them a mental and emotional reboot that they need. So you can frame your coaching as the key to helping them regain energy, regain clarity and purpose as they move into the spring months. I really like this one. You know, another big thing that people do every spring is spring cleaning. You hear a lot of people, they start getting rid of junk. They started, and this is something that forever people have decluttered their life. It's like, okay, we're finally starting to see the beginnings of, the snow is melting, and you've been stuck in your house forever, and so it's just like everybody kind of feels this natural clutter, this funkiness, and everything else. And sometimes the reality is that cars are a lot dirtier during the wintertime in most winter months. They're a lot dirtier during that time because of snow and ice. And, it's really hard to keep your car clean during those months unless, I guess, if you have a garage and you're not driving anywhere or something like that. And so people naturally start doing this around this time. People are already thinking about clearing the clutter out of their life, not just in their homes, but they want to clear it out in their lives as well. They want a fresh start and they want to start shedding things that aren't serving them. So, with this, how do we communicate this as coaches? Well, you want to frame your coaching as a spring cleaning for the mind. It's a way to declutter their goals, routines, habits, start helping them simplify their lives and focus on what truly matters. One more. I need a mid-year boost because many people start to begin to feel drained by March. Again, that winter has dragged on. That initial burst of energy that they got in January is long gone. It's over with, been over with for weeks. So what do we need? Is that we need a little bit of a recharge, a new boost. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen as a result of that? Well, they'll get a fresh injection of motivation as a result of it. So frame your coaching as a mid-year boost. They need to recharge and revitalize their efforts. And so you can offer a program that gives them the energy and the focus to tackle the next phase of the year. Now, here's an obvious one. Why? Because everybody understands that once fall rolls around, it's a time of renewal and growth and new life and new things. And, literally in the season, you're watching dead things start to come back to life and you're watching leaves, things turn back green, right? And, it may not be summertime weather yet, but things start to grow. So we partner with that growth, both in nature, in people's mindsets. March and April often inspire renewal, making people more open to learning and expanding their horizons. So, how do we partner with it? Well, position your coaching as a growth accelerator. Ooh, I love that word. We started using that word here recently for one of our programs. The accelerator. Doesn't it sound so good? The accelerator. Yeah. So, position your coaching as a growth accelerator. Focus on personal development, skill building, professional expansion. So you want to align your messaging with the themes of blooming, of growth, and of transformation. Because what do you see? You also see things start to metamorphose during that time as well, don't you? All right. I think I got one more for you. Summer prep. You know, summer prep, because what have we been doing all winter long? Losing our tan, losing our figure. What is once March, April starts rolling around, people start recognizing the fact that woo wee, maybe they haven't shaved their legs all winter, and now they're like, okay, it's I can see this change of the season. I'm not ready for spring. I'm not ready for summer. I'm not ready for vacation. Because what starts happening March, April, some people actually will go and take that spring break vacation, go to Florida or something like that. So they're already, kind of used to thinking about these things during this time of the year. So we want to talk about it. People are thinking about getting in shape, both physically and mentally, and they want to make the most of the warmer months. They want to be ready for vacation, summer projects, or just to feel their best. So, what we want to do then is that we want to present coaching as a way to help clients get their mindset and their life in top shape so they can enjoy the warm summer months. And this is how we start to leverage again. We need to be thermostat. So we need to be talking about these things before anybody, because here's again, we're not just talking about goals, and worn out and everything else. Fresh ways of getting people's attention and helping them partner with the season that they're already in to get what they want. We just started last week. Just going to speak about this really quickly. Last week, our new cohort of Masters Academy just started. The interesting thing is that we're maxed out, but the beautiful thing is that there's a few people who are going to be going through the program self-paced, which has left a few spots available if you want to join us on Thursday nights live. And again, what is Masters Academy? Masters Academy is our advanced certification in Christian life coaching. It's 6 weekly sessions over Zoom. Replays available within 24 hours. We have role-playing demos. We have Q&As. And really what we've created is what I've been calling my legacy in coaching. It's the 4 pillars of spirit-led transformational Christian life coaching. And so I coach you through all of the pillars. You learn what they are. There's a coaching community that's a part. You'll be partnering with other coaches globally. You'll be working on these things. You're going to get a 65-page toolkit that's a part of it. There's also an opportunity at the end of all of your training to become a coach trainer yourself. That's a different program itself. It's a facilitator program that you can buy into later, but it's a business opportunity. It's the only thing that we are licensing at Life Coach Training Institute that you could actually implement into your coaching business and create as an additional stream of income. The cost of this program, if you're already certified as a coach from anywhere, is $395. The value on it's about $4,500. Now, if you've not gotten trained and certified with a base credential, then that price is $495 through our bundle. It's an incredible deal, and you can get that off of our website. But let me talk about the other options for those of you who have never gotten trained and certified and you don't know how to start your business. Jumpstart's really our best program that we offer. It's $97 a month with a 3-month minimum commitment. This is a program that is legitimately worth over $10,000 because of everything that we actually include in it. What is included in it? Well, here's everything that's included in it. You get certified as a part of this program. It includes both the Life Coach certification course and our weekend 3-day Life Coach certification bootcamp that we will be doing on October the 18th through the 20th. When you enroll in Jumpstart, you have instant access to every course that I'm going to show you. Also for Jumpstart, live Tuesday night coach training is a part of that program every week because you can start immediately if you've not gotten trained and certified as a coach. Now, for those of you who are thinking about, well, how do I even get clients? How do I start a coaching business? Let me show you all the courses that are part of Jumpstart. Newest addition to all the courses is the Essential Guide to Group Coaching. Help more people make more money as a coach. We show you how to perform group coaching and create a group coaching program and how that's distinctively different than one-on-one coaching. So one of the things that I always tell our Jumpstart coaches is that you've got to create multiple streams of income. It's not just about, you're not going to break into wealth with one-on-one coaching. But if you have a group coaching program, in many cases, what that does is it is the next step before someone becoming a one-on-one coach. But we also have coaches who know how to make 6 figures off of just doing group coaching, and they never offer one-on-one coaching. We also have included in this brand camp. It's 13 hours of training. I take you step by step by the hand and show you how to develop your marketing message, how to develop your website, search engine optimization, how to write a sales page, how to write emails that people actually open. There's a lot of tools and a lot of bonuses, but I take all of the guesswork. What we've tried to do with all these programs is to take the guesswork out of your business totally. What is also included inside of Jumpstart, we also include the coaching product launch blueprint. You can use it for your business launch. You can use it for your group coaching program. You can use it for online courses, retreats, webinars, workshops. But we show you how to go from idea, generating, brainstorming idea, all the way to launching your product. All of these things that I've shown you, including a Wednesday group coaching call where we answer any one of your questions and give you feedback on anything that you're working on. It's only $97 a month with a 3-month minimum commitment. And if you do the math on that, that's the cost of that's cheaper than getting Starbucks every day. That's $3.25 a day. You get trained, certified, you get all the courses that I just talked about, and we walk alongside you and help you build your business. $97 a month, again, with a 3-month minimum commitment. Let me say hello to a couple more people who said hello to me. There's Kelly in Prescott, Arizona, Betty in Wisconsin. Not my best color. Oh, man, I thought it looked really good. I like it. And it's 96 degrees in San Diego. It's 82 degrees. But fall is around the corner. Yes. Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys all immensely. The link to enroll in Jumpstart is inside the description of this video. We would love for you to join us. If you already have a basic credential out of the way and you're interested in this Masters Academy, you'll find that on our website as well. Like I said, we've got just a couple of spots that we can fit people in on Thursdays, which is our live cohort. We're only 1 week into it, so you can actually watch last week's session and then you can jump in, because this week is when we start giving homework and you partner with people and your mind gets blown by what you're getting to partner with and do. So listen, I appreciate you guys all immensely. Have a great rest of your week and take care.